What's up and welcome guys, and today I will be going to Heathrow Airport, and as usual along the way I'll be taking you places which you've been to thousands of times and showing you things which you've saw millions of times, so sit back and enjoy. So it's 2019 and I'm making some changes to my life like everyone else. As you can see, I don't start my day with a cup of coffee anymore. I started with a can of Pepsi and a double-decker chocolate bar. I'm sure everyone can hear that strange noise in the background, and as you can see, it's a fidget spinner. You're probably thinking, what on earth is a 34-year-old man doing playing with a fidget spinner? Well, I have no choice, I have to play with it. As I told you in my last vlog, I run an online business and I decided to import 500 fidget spinners to resell. The only problem is I decided to import these after every single person on earth has bought one, and as you can see now I'm stuck with them. So that's the reason I play with a fidget spinner every morning, to remind myself to think before ordering anything. Anyway, let me show you something interesting in my area. By the way, I'm only showing you this because, well, I bought an expensive camera for vlogging and I hardly use it, so might as well make some use out of it. Now, believe it or not, there is actually a huge amount of farmland behind all this concrete jungle. And looking at this small amount of greenery and the abandoned shopping trolley reminds me of Bangladesh. Speaking of Bangladesh, I'm going to Heathrow Airport today to pick up my wife and son. I came back earlier to UK and I have to say I really did miss my son. But my wife on the other hand, well, you know us guys, whenever our wife's away from us, it's like a holiday. হায় রে হায়, কাম করতে করতে আস্তা লাইফ গেল, এর মাঝে আজকে কামও যাইতে লেট হয়ে গেছে। আচ্ছা এরে হুনো জলদি করে আমার টাইটা লাগিয়ে দিলাও। ইস, বাক্কা ফেটো উক লাগছে, খানির কিতা আছে? ও আচ্ছা, মাছর তরকারি নি, তে আও দুজনে মিলিয়া খাইলাই। দেখি চাইন তোমার প্লেট তো, তুমি তো মাছ খুব বেশি বালা খাও। এরে গো কই গেলাই, আস্তা গোর তুকে তোমারে ভাই না বুঝছি, আমার খামুরুমো গিয়া লুকাইয়া বোয়াত নাইনি। আচ্ছা ও নো, কইও না তোমারে কোনোদিন কিচ্ছু দেই না। হ্যাপি নিউ ইয়ার। Not really sure what to say after that, except I wonder why I kept on forgetting my wife's in Bangladesh, and also I really should have controlled my anger and not attacked that innocent fish. Anyway, let's get going. Yes, I know, how do I do this footage? Well, that's a question even I'm looking the answer for. Anyway, as you can see, Great British morning, nice and quiet. To be honest, I'm really happy it's quiet as I'm recording this in the afternoon. And as you can see, longy days are behind me, back to wearing jeans. I bet you're thinking I'm the first hybrid owner on earth who actually shows off his car. Anyway, so much people have been leaving me comments asking to see what I look like, and I think it's finally time. And that's as much of me as you're going to see in this lifetime. And now let's set the sat nav for the airport. I bet you're thinking, is it really 2:21 or is it actually the morning? Well, let me tell you something about my videos. It's like the movie Matrix. The more questions you ask, the more confused you'll get. A lot of people watching this are probably thinking, surely you know where Heathrow Airport is and you don't need to use a sat nav. Well, I don't really understand this M1, M6, M5, and since the day I passed, I always used a sat nav to get to places. By the way, relying on sat nav all the time can really get you into trouble sometime, as you will see later on this video. Anyway, as you can see, the sat nav's all fired up, and before I head out, let me just quickly show you some of the gifts I bought for my son. So I bought him this drawing board thing, bought him a few small cars, also bought him a London bus, because you know you gotta get him a London bus, and last but not least, a woolly hat. I bet you're thinking either this guy is a really good dad or he's trying to make you look like he's a good dad by showing all the stuff he sells online. Well, to that I say it really does make me sick you think like this, even if it may be partially true. And yes, I had to buy something for my wife, so I bought her a woolly hat. As you know, I don't want her to say, ফুয়ার লাগে আস্তা দুনিয়ার সব তা আনি দিলে, আমার লাগে কিছু আনলাই না. Anyway, let's get going. For all those people that hate hybrid cars, just look how fast they are. And I really don't know why I'm speeding so much, as I'm not in a rush to get to the airport. I'll be honest, this time lapse was recorded a few days after my visit to the airport.
2 hours later.
So, just got to Heathrow Airport, and I did hear they were doing some work on Terminal 4 to make it look nice. But this is just wild, the place looks completely different, and I guess they changed the name to Lidl. Yes, I know, what a lame joke, but I'm famous now so I can get away with it. Anyway, I thought I'll come to Lidl and get some snacks before I get on the motorway. Now, as you know, I am a bit of an expert when it comes to supermarkets in UK, and I done a vlog a few weeks ago on Tesco, and the amount of people that saw that video really is shocking. I never thought I'd see the day where I say, if you want a lot of views on your YouTube videos, you need to start going to the supermarkets of UK. Anyway, since I'm a self-proclaimed supermarket expert of UK, I need to tell you something about Lidl before I go in, so here goes. As you can see, it has a huge car park, and Lidl spelled backward is either Ldil or Ladil. And that's as much as I know, so let's go in. Now, one of the main reasons why I love coming to Lidl, and I'm sure everyone in UK knows about this already, but for the people that don't know, Lidl has the best bakery range out of all the supermarkets in UK in my opinion. And as you can see, the only bakery related problem you might have when you come to Lidl is, well, you might get stressed out that you want to buy everything. Looking at all of this bakery reminds me of something that the older generation of Britain used to say. A good cup of tea, a boiled egg and fresh bakery of Lidl. That's exactly what made Britain great, my young lad. Yes, I know I don't have any limits when it comes to older generation jokes, and talking about limits, as you can see, Lidl really is crazy when it comes to bakery. Anyway, I don't really know why I'm showing you all of this, because I never buy this dry bread, so let's go and buy the good stuff. Now this, oh man, well not this one, that looks half eaten. To be honest, they all look half eaten. Anyway, for the people that don't know, this is actually one of my favourite and it's called a Yum Yum. This particular Yum Yum in Lidl, however, I haven't tried before as it's filled with toffee. And let me just tell you, once I took a bite out of this, I thought to myself, I have wasted my life until this beautiful moment. People of UK, you really need to try this toffee filled Yum Yum. And to the people that are watching this video from outside of UK, it's so nice I may even consider posting it out to you. And now on to the next item I bought. As you can see, my hand is shaking. That's me having a panic attack as I'm recording in public. Now this is called the apple turnover. It's sweet, filled with apples, and not much more to say here except the Bangla translation of the word apple turnover is Eiffel Ultizau. And now on to the last thing I bought. I'll be honest, I don't really know what this is called, so let's make up a name and call it nice cheese thing. This is perfect for all the cheese lovers out there, and I have to say, I'm not a big fan of cheese, but this really did taste nice. Anyway, I think I need to move away from this bakery section or I'm gonna end up buying everything. You're probably sick of seeing my foot, and truth be told, I am too. The plus point about all of this is I guess one day I might be in Guinness World Record for the guy who recorded his foot in every supermarket in UK. Anyway, been in Lidl for way too long, so let's get out of here. So I'm walking towards my hybrid, everything seems normal, but no. As soon as I opened my door, as you can see, I threw my food into the car. Once I sat down, I looked at the food, and guess what? They're all perfectly lined up for me to eat. Yes, I know, another lame joke, but cut me some slack. Comedy vlogs are really hard. Anyway, as you can see, I bought something else from Lidl which I didn't show you earlier on. To be honest, I didn't want you lot to judge me, and before I leave Lidl, word of warning. Lidl bakery really has a dark side. Once you go in there, you become like a hippie that wants to eat everything. By the way, the main reason I was talking all that nonsense while showing this is because, well, I haven't got a clue what this is, but it did taste nice.
10 seconds later.
So it's 10 seconds later, and no, I didn't finish all that food by myself. I have my imaginary friend with me. Anyway, let's get on this motorway. By the way, I didn't record enough time-lapse footage, so here's a time-lapse of me going through a car wash. Let's just pretend like I'm driving as normal. Anyway, finally got onto the motorway and everything seemed fine until this happened. So, as you can see, the car's not moving. I haven't got a clue what on earth happened, but it must have been something major as I've been sitting in the car for ages, looking out the window, hoping I was on the other side of the motorway.
2 hours later.
By the way, that wasn't a joke, it's actually a couple of hours later, and as you can see, this ain't good news. I've still got 102 miles to go, and I need to be at the airport within 1 hour. Anyway, I didn't really get up to much in the last couple of hours, but I'll quickly show you what I did do.
Flashback.
As you can see, I had my favorite pickled onion crisps. I also looked at the traffic and thought to myself, I can't believe I've got 2,000 subscribers now. And I started planning how I will spend all my money once I become a YouTube millionaire. And now let's fast forward the last 2 hours. Looked at a Royal Mail lorry and started thinking if I should become a lorry driver. I vaped, cleaned my car, looked out the window and started counting rocks. And towards the end I got so stressed out I went to sleep for a bit. By the way, no one will show you this, but this is what happens to you when you have too much Lidl bakery.
End of flashback.
So that's what I did for the last 2 hours, and as you can see, I'm still stuck on the motorway. By the way, I don't know what on earth is going on, but I keep on hearing this strange noise coming from my armrest. To be honest, I was too scared to open it, but suddenly it popped open by itself. You know what agoram manche khoita. London or traffic o zudi forore baba ate basar ekfot. Sorta bakhoro ar shufari khao. So after a very long time, as you can see, I'm finally moving, and don't worry, that's not me recording, by the way. I have someone with me. As I was driving on the motorway without a care in the world, little did I know this journey was about to get a whole lot worse. As you won't believe this, but the sat-nav actually took me off the motorway, made me go through 10-15 villages, and then it put me back on the motorway. By the way, just to let you know, any place that's slightly empty and doesn't have a concrete jungle, I call a village. Anyway, this journey was one of the worst car journeys of my life, so I'm gonna have to fast forward this. As you can see, it was almost night time, then it was night time, then it was the stage after night time, and I'm at Terminal 4. You won't believe this, but this journey from Birmingham to Heathrow Airport was meant to take 2 hours, but it actually took me over 5 hours to get here. And the sad part of all of this is I had so much comedy lined up for Heathrow Airport, but since it's night time and this evil journey I just had, I'm just gonna go inside and show the airport to the people that actually wanna see.
Moments later.
So this is what Heathrow Airport Terminal 4 inside looks like. And as you can see, everyone is looking very confused and thinking to themselves, has Brexit taken place here and can we still come in and out of UK? By the way, for all those people that say all my footage are fake, that clearly says Terminal 4, so no comments saying this was recorded in Tesco. Anyway, enough joking around. As you know, I came quite late to the airport, but luckily my wife and son came out 10 minutes after I arrived at the airport, so everything worked out for the best. And now the moment of truth and the main reason why everyone hates UK airports. Let's see how much it cost me for 20 minutes. £7.20. Absolutely disgusting. If I could, I would spit on this screen. Just to make it clear, that was a joke, and for all my hardcore fans out there, please don't go around spitting on ticket machines. So finally I got my son back, and if only I could show you the smile on me and my son's face. Actually, hold on, maybe I can. Just pretend like this is me and my son, and obviously we're the Asian version of this picture. By the way, I told you I was a good dad. If that picture doesn't convince you, I really don't know what will. I bet you're thinking either this guy's a really good dad or that's someone else's son he picked up to make himself look good. Well, to that I say, it really does make me sick that you think like this, even if it may be partially true. Only joking, that's actually me and my son. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to comment that. Hold on, what on earth is making that noise? Let me just quickly park up and see what it is. What on earth? Please, I said I'm sorry for attacking you earlier.